Hi there. So today my husband and I are going to be cutting out a bunch of sod. Usually we just dig the sod up, we just grab a couple of shovels and just start digging and going nuts and work until we're done and it's no big deal. Then I usually plant like another garden bed or something like that. We bought this property and it was just, woods and weeds. And since we bought it about 7 years ago, we've continued to put in more and more garden beds, my gully being one of them. This used to be just a giant woods and I have continued to clean it out. I started way down the hill there and I just have gradually moved up this hill and I've made it here. And my end goal, well, I guess I shouldn't say my end goal, but I always wanted to extend it even further, but I had a lot to deal with right down here. And now I'm getting to the point where it's time to extend it and take it down our whole line for more of like a sun bed. So that's what we're going to be working on today. We are not going to dig all that sod out though because it's way too much sod. So we rented a sod cutter and we will be using that today because it's a ton of sod. Usually when we do dig sod out, I use it all in the edge of the woods there and I kind of just throw it on the weeds that are creeping into my garden, and that way there's grass and it looks a little nicer. But today we actually have a friend who is having a hard time growing grass on his property, and so he's going to come pick all the sod up that we removed from our lawn. So that's kind of nice. He can actually use it for an actual purpose than just suppressing weeds. But I've got myself some landscape paint here. And this is really cool stuff if you want to get a nice line to follow. It's just a nice guideline. It sprays from the top, so you literally just point it down and walk, and you can spray a nice line. That way you have some way to guide yourself and you're not getting off, and you can kind of like look at it and see if you need to fix it or draw a new line or whatever. So that's what I'm going to be doing to start off, is drawing a line, and we'll get right to it. I want to come off of this line and come out a little bit further, maybe like a foot, go in, and then kind of weave in and out of all those trees. So that's what you're going to see me do. First I walked it out just to make sure I was going to get a good line, but that felt pretty good to me once I got past here. This looks alright. Just going to walk it and make sure it makes sense. This feels like it comes out a little bit too far. So I might fix, I feel like that comes in too far. So I might fix that. Let me fix that. I think that comes in a little too far. You think?
Yeah.
So, okay. Is that better? I'm just gonna straighten it out.
Hey, do you care if I just see if I can remember?
Oh, that looks good. Okay. What?
Do you care if I remember? If I remember how to use it?
Sure. The blade right there to go deeper into the ground to actually cut. So you just undo good, but that's thick.
Oh, that's the next step down.
It is?
Yeah.
All right. Make sure it's coming up.
Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. I can't buy no beer. Well, I'm standing on the corner with a bucket in my hand. I'm waiting for a woman, and I ain't got no man, 'cause my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. I can't buy no beer. Well, I went up on the mountain and I looked into the sea. I seen the crabs and the fishes with the big 5 feet, 'cause my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole.
So far, so good. We are working on just rolling it up. We have a friend that's gonna come over tonight with his 2 sons and take all this sod home and use it at their house. So we're just kind of working on getting all the chunks of sod up to the front. That way he can just back his truck up right up there and just load his truck up. So we're gonna try to work on, you know, as we roll, moving it all up to the front. And thank God for an 80, because this is a lot of sod. Good job, Nady. I really like how the line turned out so far, though. Lots of opportunity for planting. And we've been wanting to do this for, I don't know, several years now. Just usually we have tons of projects going on, and we thought, well, this is the year.
Well, there ain't no use of me working so hard when I got a woman and the boss man's yours, 'cause my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it.
Nate's friend came and took a load in his pickup truck already. Thank God he had 2 teenage sons with him, because they just whipped it right in there. And he loaded 1 load up, and he's probably gonna have to come back for like, I don't know, at least 3 more loads. So we're gonna keep rolling it. We're gonna keep rolling it and hopefully have a bunch of it ready for the boys when they come back. Nate?
I think you need to start working. Are you serious?
Dead serious. So this soil, it comes free with all kinds of worms and grubs. Just, you know, if you want to go fishing at if you ever want to go fishing, you need some bait, come see me in my yard, because I have worms galore. The birds have already been out here picking through the soil, getting as many worms as they can. But I'm gonna try to set this up and help Nate.
My bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. I can't find no beat.
So there's some pieces that are just kind of small, and we don't want him to have to take those, just weird oblong shapes. So what I usually do is take them and line the back of my bed there so that weeds don't get in. Yeah, so I usually just take it and put it. Chipmunks are scrambling everywhere. Yeah, and I lay it out in there. It kind of suppresses the weeds.
Will your pet name for me is Squall? When you come home, we're drinking and can barely crawl. And all that loving on me won't make things right. Will you leave me home to keep the teepee clean? 6-pound pussies to break and wean. Well, your Squall is on the warpath tonight. I found out big brave chief, the game you're hunting for ain't beef. Get off of my hunting.
So I got this edger, and it works really good. It makes a super clean cut line. We couldn't do this section right here with a sod cutter because our sprinkler head is right here. So we're gonna do this by hand.
There you go.
Thank you.
You ran over the shovel.
Listen, it's been a long day, okay? The sun is went down. I've been working my butt off all day. Heaven forbid if I run over the shovel. But those boys just came and loaded up the last bit of the sod, and it looks amazing. I might rework the ending of it, I'm not really sure. But for now, it just looks like a big, beautiful space for full sun items. All right, you ready, Nate? The next morning, I'm gonna go out back and grab some edging that I've been saving. I have a couple pieces of edging down here. Yeah, I gotta take these up there and measure. We're basically gonna put the edging all along here. That way my neighbor doesn't have to deal with stuff creeping into his yard. I also want to do that on my other side too. I just haven't had a chance to do that. But I'm gonna probably measure a little bit more than I need because we don't necessarily like this curve. We just started right here because we weren't sure, but it kind of cuts off too sharply. We love all the other lines, but we kind of want this to like be more rounded off, like kind of go like that instead of like just a sharp cutoff. So we're not sure how we're gonna do it yet, but we'll get out here today and do that as well. So anyway, this edging will probably come out a little bit more, and so I'll just measure for a little bit more. So I'm just gonna kind of take them, and I could just get my tape measure out here, but I'm just gonna go by these and see how many I need. I measured and we need 7 of them, but I think I'm gonna get either 8, or you can buy them in like a half of a chunk, and I think it's like 4 feet, maybe 4.5 feet. So I can either get 7.5, or I might just get 8 because of the extra that we're gonna try to dig out today. I'm at my local Home Depot. They've got all kinds of great stuff in here. One of them being this. It is a container of heuchera. And I usually do this at my house too. $20. It looks like mahogany monster, apple twist, and wildberry. These are beautiful. This almost looks like the pistachio hydrangea. That's what it looks like, pistachio to me. Tons of different plants. All they have is this black, and I have brown, black and silver. So I have to go to the other Home Depot. Okay, they have the brown here. 27, 28, 30. And it's $8 a piece cheaper at Lowe's. I'm at the Lowe's. So I'm gonna be grabbing this. We ended up doing the ending a little bit differently. It did just go in here and kind of cut off because we weren't sure how to end it, but then after we did the rest of it, we kind of just followed the line and it naturally went like that, and it'll be good for mowing. So I just have to come in here and clean up the edge. All these pieces right here, I just have to clean those up. And then we'll start putting the edging down the back side. This edging is actually really easy to put in. It just comes in these I forgot to look how long they were. I think it's 8 to 9 feet. And the stakes are right here, kind of cut out. So all you need is a pair of pliers to get those off. So you literally just like grab it and wiggle it, and they pop right off. And then you do that to both sides. And then I'm going to do that to the other end. Now we've got 8 stakes. Basically, how it works is you put it in the ground like this, and then this side you do the other way. Here. Hopefully this is a good angle that you can see what I'm doing. But you just connect it like this. So one side will go above. I don't know if you can see that. Like that. So one side will go above and one side will go below, and then you literally just take these stakes and put it through here. You can get a bigger stake at the Home Depot. They come separately, or Lowe's, wherever you're getting these, and it's like almost like a clamp. They call it a splicer, I think. And you can put that right on here. We use those if we're going around like sharp curves or angles or whatever, but since we're just doing a straight line, we don't really need those. So the ending one obviously won't have that in it. The ending will just kind of disappear, but I'm gonna stake it either way. Oh, another thing you need is a mallet, and this mallet is really old and the top comes off, so hopefully it doesn't come up and hit me in the face like it has done in the past. But you literally just mallet these into the ground like that, and on the edge I kind of like to make the stake level with this. And we have a lot of rocks out here, so that's the only annoying part. Sometimes you'll get your stake into rock and you gotta like dig it out or whatever. Now, each one of these comes with 4 stakes, and that's because you're gonna put 2 on the end and then 2 in the middle. So I'm just gonna stake this one in just to kind of hold it in place. And see my mallet fell off. I have got to get a new mallet. That's something that you just always forget to get when you go to the store. So now I'm gonna go down here and put my other piece in. So this one's gonna go underneath. Just line it up, make sure it's straight. And put these in first. Here, let me try this. Okay. It's as easy as that. You just go back and put that in. I feel like I bought another one of these, but I don't know where it's at. I'm gonna go look. That's it. I did. I found another one. I thought I had bought one. I was like, I swear I bought one of these. And I always do it with the sticker. I don't know if you can see that sticker in here. But I always do it with a sticker on the inside and these little bump outs on the inside. I imagine that's how you're supposed to do it. It doesn't come with instructions or anything. Oh, the guy is here to do the steps on our deck. That'll be nice. Now, I might have ran into a rock on that one. Because it's not... Oh, there it goes.
Well, my world is green and dark and dead. My home is in the logging camp. All week I cut down the mighty trees. Saturday I get to do as I please. I give the man more than his hire, and he'll never know it if I tire. Show me the toughest tree around, the timberman will bring it down. Swing it hard, cut it clean, no halfway or in between. Moving the axis easy mind, make way for the timberman. Yeah, he was a mighty big tough man, usually.
I'm out here before church to show ya what we got done, so we'll take a walk out there. But we really love how it turned out. I ended up cleaning all the weeds that were around each one of the trees that I already had in there. And the line, I will have to fix this up a little bit. I'm just gonna get my, actually forgot about that. Just take my shovel and round that off right there and probably use some of it to patch that up. It just gives this space a little bit more room. And got the edging all in, and it's pretty straight line, the back of the edging there. And it just looks really nice. The birds are loving it. All this fresh space for collecting worms for all their little babies. But I just love how it turned out. Here's from this side. And let's see here, I'll try to show you the edge. So yeah, the edging, it turned out pretty straight. For the most part. And here, let's get back here so you can see what it will look like driving up. And this will be really nice because Nate was just not enjoying mowing around all that and weed whipping around all that. So it'll just be super fun. Hi, buddy! Oh! I know I missed you so much! Where have you been? This is my neighborhood cat, Spike. Well, he's actually my neighbor over there's cat. And he's like kind of our little mascot around here in this cul-de-sac. He keeps us all safe, huh? I got a family of chipmunks you could go harass for me, bud. He's so cute. Yeah. Our other neighbors who actually moved away, they found him as kind of like a stray out there on a bike ride. They took him home, and my other neighbor there, the one that is great at gardening, she kind of took him in. But he's such a nice little guy. But the mowing will be a lot easier because he'll just be able to zip right around here. He won't even have to weed whip anything. We might end up weed whipping the back of this because our property actually goes over a little bit more. We just didn't want to get too close into the neighbors. What you doing, bud? Yeah. Yard. So anyway, because he's got some sprinklers in there too. Oh, there's a bunny down there. There's a bunny down there, bud. Go get him. Go chase him. There's a bunny. But anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. That was a lot of fun to do, and it just feels like I can breathe. It feels like a weight off my shoulders because we've been wanting to do this, like I said, for probably at least 3 years. I mean, I always wanted to do it in the back of my head since I started putting my garden in. It was just like, you know, that's for down the road because it's such a big project. But I finally kind of made it to, you know, up to here in my gully, and I'm like, you know what, before I like permanently do something with this area, we got to get this in place because I couldn't really wrap my head around the design of this. And I've tried, I've done little things here and there, but I'm probably going to rework this area quite a bit as well, just now that that's done. So anyway, I wanted to show you too, I laid some mulch down here last night while Nate went to visit his dad. I stopped right there, so I'll have to continue. But isn't that a crazy difference? Like, look at that, doesn't have mulch on it, and then you can see where it starts. It's so nuts how the mulch just makes everything pop. And this is the first year we've had mulch down here in at least 3 years. Nate thinks it's less than, Nate says 2, but we didn't put it in 2020, and that was 2020, 21, 22. 23. That was, you know, 4 years ago. So at least 3 years. And then I haven't had it, I've got a bench down there. I haven't never put mulch down below. So I put it on really thick down there. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys what we ended up with over there on the edge of the lawn. And I'm really excited to start getting things planted. We're gonna have to make a trip up to the garden center. Gotta end right here with this rose. It's so beautiful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Truly, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate every single one of you and every single one of your comments. Even if you don't comment, thank you for spending your time with me. Thank you for choosing, you know, 15 to 45 minutes, however long the movie is that day, with me. It's just such a blessing, and it's just very humbling. So I appreciate you guys. Bye. Look at that, it's so pretty. Oh, hi, bud. Yeah, you're so cute. You're so cute. You're just my boy. You're just my fluffy boy. Yeah, you're my fluffy boy. Yeah.